May 31st, 2010. Israeli commandos attack a ship carrying hundreds of humanitarian activists in international waters as it heads towards Gaza. 10 Turkish nationals were killed and dozens of others injured. The assault on the Mavi Marmara resulted in the severing of diplomatic ties between Ankara and Tel Aviv. Among those killed was Ismail Bilgin's father, Ibrahim. Despite Israel agreeing to pay $20 million to the victims' families, Ismail is not happy with the deal.
I don't think it's a good deal. Nothing has changed on the ground. The reason why my father went on the flotilla was to break the siege on Gaza. That siege is still in place. Also, we demand that Israel pays compensation as a penalty for the crimes it has committed, and not in the form of a donation, as this deal stipulates.
Following the attack on the Freedom Flotilla, Turkish officials laid out 3 demands they said had to be met by Israel in order for ties to be restored: an apology, compensation, and a total lifting of the siege on Gaza.
I said normalization cannot be achieved unless 3 things are complied with. One of these was for Israel to apologize. Secondly, it had to pay reparations. The third is the embargo must be lifted. In other words, all kinds of aid to go unhindered from Turkey to Palestine.
According to this deal, however, the siege will not be lifted. Instead, Turkey will send materials and aid to the port of Asdod, where Israel will transfer them to Gaza. It's this U-turn that has angered the organization that was behind the Freedom Flotilla.
The siege, most important issue, it is not changing. The siege is continued. At the same time, both prime ministers make press conferences. In one side, the Turkish Prime Minister say that we are sending the relief to Gaza and Israel will allow it. On the other side, Netanyahu say that the siege will be there and remain, even it will be much more harder.
Ismail tells me he feels let down by the government, but vows to continue his father's legacy.
To Israel, I say, you will pay the price for all the crimes you have committed. We will never give up our pursuit for justice. We will follow in our father's footsteps.
For the relatives of those killed 6 years ago, they believe theirs is a struggle against oppression and occupation, one that continues regardless of what deals are struck. Jamal, Elshayyal, Al Jazeera, Istanbul.